Because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. And why does iniquity abound? Because the wicked are in rulership. Okay, because the prince of the world is in rulership, man. He controls everything, man. He sees everything, right? He sees everything, right? He sees everything. And this is the reason that we are in the situation that we are in. You know? That's why we are supposed to be in the spirit of mourning. That's why we're supposed to hate our life unto death. You know? We're going to show those are the fruits of the righteous, man. Those are the fruits of the people that are in the spirit, right? So it says, again, let me read that again. It says, and because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. Like I say, it's because the wicked are in rulership. The wicked are the ones that are in power, okay, over us. Okay, that's how deep the pollution is, okay? Because this place is polluted, this is now our rest, man. Because it's gonna get worse and worse. It's gonna continue to get worse for us in these last days. So you gotta, it says, let's go back to John chapter 12, Salakia. This is John chapter 12 and verse 26. It says, if any man serve me, let him follow me, and where I am, there shall also my servant be. If any man serve me, him will my Father honor. It says, now is my soul's trouble. It says, now is my soul trouble, and what shall I say? Father, save me from this hour. But for this cause came I unto this hour. That it says, Father, glorify my name. So that's right. You know, for this cause we come into this world as well. For this cause we have received this understanding. Okay, we can't continue to let the wicked. Trick us into continue to put sorcery on us that we might believe a lie. All right, so this is 2 Corinthians. You know, this place is ruled by the wicked, by the so-called white man, right? By the so-called white man is this country, this so-called country is ruled by. The earth is ruled by the wicked. Scriptures say the earth has been given into the hand of the wicked, right? So it says in Corinthians chapter 4 and verse 4. Let's start at verse 2. Let's start at verse 1. It says, therefore seeing, this is 2 Corinthians chapter 4, verse 1. Therefore seeing we have this ministry, as we have received mercy, we faint not, right? Because we have received mercy, we faint not. And that kind of wants me to lead me to Isaiah chapter 40. Because of the mercy of the Most High God, man, we don't faint anymore. We're not destroyed in our minds. Okay, we're receiving strength in these last days, and through this same strength, we are changing the mindset that we received in Babylon, man. We have received a new mind through the comfort of the Spirit, man, and His word in the scriptures, man. We have received comfort. So with that being said, you know, we don't have the mindset to carry on with the faint heart, man. It says in Isaiah chapter 40 and verse 29, He giveth power to the faint, and to them that have no might He increases strength. Even the youths shall faint and be weary. It says, and the young men shall utterly fall. But they that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. And that's talking about waiting. That's the action right now. They're waiting at the moment. It says, those that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. And it says what? They shall mount up with wings as eagles. They shall run and not be weary, and they shall walk and not faint. And that's what's going to happen to us, man. We already showing the manifestations of that, but yet we are not. It's going to come to full manifestation when we wait upon Yahweh Shah, when He's revealed from heaven with His mighty angels, with His host of angels. That is the things. That is the things that that we're going to eat of in those days, man. We're not going to eat of the spirit of fear. Okay, we're not going to be in fear concerning our enemies. Just like right now, we work and we have jobs, but yet we work and we have jobs, but yet we're out here. We work, we have jobs, but yet we out here putting ourselves, our faces out here, our freedom on the line, okay? Our livelihood on the line, okay? The lives of our families on the line by putting our face out here. And Esau, man, he sees what we're doing, man. You know, he sees everything that we are doing. He sees that we are, out here putting His word out here, all right? He sees all these things. Therefore, we are putting our heart, we putting everything on the line for this truth, right? It says in Ezekiel chapter 28 and verse 2, Son of man, say unto the prince of Tyrus, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, because thine heart is lifted up, and thou hast said, I am a God, I sit in the seat of God, in the midst of the seas, yet thou art a man and not God. It says, though thou set thine heart as the heart of God, behold, thou art wiser than Daniel. There is no secret that they can hide from thee. So guess what? We're putting our faces out here. We're putting our freedom on the line by coming out here bringing this truth. We're putting our so-called livelihoods on the line by speaking this truth, telling our people that we are the true Israelites, and the wicked that rule over us, the wicked that don't suffer like us, okay? They are nothing to the Most High God. The Lord is going to destroy these nations. The Lord is going to destroy these people and their children. Isaiah chapter 14 speaks on those things candidly. So we have to have understanding in these last days to receive this affliction, to receive this strickening, receive these this affliction from the Most High, that we can turn to righteousness. Turn to purity, man. Oh yeah. Like it says in Ezekiel 28, you know, behold, thou art wiser. It's talking about the wicked. Because it said in verse 2, it says, because thine heart is lifted up, and thou hast said, I am a God, I sit in the seat of God, in the midst of the seas, yet thou art a man. So the so-called white man, he only a man, right? But he set himself as if he's God. And where do you see that at? That's in we're gonna go back to 2 Corinthians, but I kind of want to get this too, since I spoke on this. Since I spoke on it, I want to get into that and break it down. This is the book of 2 Thessalonians. 2 Thessalonians chapter 2. Actually, let's go to 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 and verse 4. It says, let's start at verse 3. Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition. Okay, that son of destruction, man. He's the destruction. He's destroying the earth. The scripture says in Revelation chapter 11, verse 18, that thou shouldest destroy them that destroyed the earth, right? He's the man of perdition. He's the man of destruction. He destroys, goes around every country, rape, robbing, murdering, destroying, pillaging, blowing up, blowing fire. That's why the scripture calls him a dragon, because he's blowing fire up on the lands, okay? With this military. He has the power of the sword. So this is who the Lord is talking to and referring to in Ezekiel chapter 28 and verse 2, right? So and then what it says in verse 4, it says, who opposeth and exalteth himself all Salaki, it says, who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called God, or that is worship, so that he as God sitteth in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God. Remember ye not that when I said yet with you, when I was yet with you, I told you these things? So yes, so the so-called white man exalted himself above all that is called God, right? You know, he kills babies while they in their womb, okay? You know, he's everywhere with his cameras and his with his cameras and his websites, you know what I mean? You know, he flies to other nations and can be there within minutes, right? He can reach out and touch other countries with bombs and missiles and bring fire down upon nations, like Salakia, like the Most High brought down upon Sodom and Gomorrah. The so-called white man can do those things, and he bombs other countries for not being homosexuals. He bombs other countries for not being influenced by so-called Western civilization, where we at right now. You know, if these other countries are not into homosexuality and all types of other madness, okay, where the woman rule over her husband, all types of things like that, these other countries are not down with that, with those causes, man, America finds a reason to bomb those countries and to get into those countries and cause a downfall in those nations, in the structures of those nations, man, until they bend and bow to the ways of Babylon, man. He has an embassy in every country, never keepeth at home, okay? So yes, the so-called white man is exalting himself above all that is called God, and what it says, or that is worship, so that he as God sitteth in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God. Ain't no other nation doing that. No other nation are doing those things except for the so-called white man. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans are not in that position to do those things. Yet the so-called white man does, and he rules over every nation, even though he's a wicked, evil man. And their people are accepted all over the earth, man. So the scripture saying that the earth has been given to the hand of the wicked, that's talking about the so-called white man, right? So let's kind of go back to 2 Corinthians. Second Corinthians chapter 4 and verse 2, but have renounced the hidden things. Let's go back to verse 1. It says, therefore, seeing we have, verse 1, this is 2 Corinthians chapter 4 verse 1. Therefore, seeing we have this ministry, as we have received mercy, we faint not, but have renounced the hidden things of dishonesty. So we renounce the hidden things of honesty. We go into the ways that Babylon teaches and the things that Babylon upholds, right? The folly that is held in high regard, man. We speak against those things, okay? We speak against those things, okay? So it says, but we have renounced the hidden things of dishonesty, not walking in craftiness, nor handling the word of Yahweh deceitfully, because that's what the wicked does. You know, that's what the wicked does. That's what the wicked does. They are the ones who handle the word of Yahweh in dishonesty. It says, but by manifestation of truth, commending ourselves to every man's conscience in the sight of Yahweh. That's right. You know? So it says, let me read that again. But have renounced the hidden things of dishonesty, Okay, so that we're not agreeing with leasing and lies and deceit, and we're not eating the things of Babylon, man. We're not eating up the fruits that Babylon has to offer. We're not eating the fruit of the tree of knowledge of good and evil, that we may walk in a wicked way. Okay, we see these things and we wink at them and we turn from wickedness. We are converted. Okay, on a daily basis, we beat our bodies into subjection, right? These are the things that we're doing in these last days so that what? We can have the right to the tree of life, man. Right? So it says, and we're not receiving bribery, man. Okay? We're attempting to walk and continue in righteousness, man. It says not walking in craftiness, okay? We're not having any guile in our spirit. We don't need any money from nobody. We're not hirelings out here. We're bringing this word out because it is the Most High commands us to do it, okay? And we're committing that work unto the Most High, and because we love the Most High, we keep His commandments, okay? And His commandments are not grievous. And then on top of that, we love our people. The scripture says in Ecclesiasticus chapter 17, verse 18, or 18 verse 17, is not a word better than a gift. So we might not have money and all types of provisions to give our people, but this word is better than that. Right? It'll get them to get out of the mindset of being destroyed by Babylon, to continue to be destroyed by Babylon. So it says, not walking in craftiness, nor handling the word of Yahweh deceitfully. That's right. What we see in the church, men and women laying with everybody in the church. The pastor laying with everybody in the church. The so-called pastor laying with everybody in the church. Right? They don't have any they won't move or talk to nobody unless they making money. Okay? It becomes a business, man. They handle the word of the Most High with deceitfulness, man, and they crafty so that they can teach the people not to believe in the scriptures, not to read the Bible for themselves and ask questions, right? That's what you learn in church. That's what you learn in so-called church, man. But those are synagogues of Satan as well, man, because they align themselves with the ways and the teaching of Babylon, with the ways and teachings of the enemy, right? So it says